Joseph Castaneda wrote Burnt, which I am directing, and it's starring Peter Krause and Joe Bowles. It's about a father and son. The son is coming to the father after a period of separation and wants to tell him something.
I'm having fun with the character. I mean, he's a fairly, this is a reasonably serious piece. He's a fairly serious character, and it's early enough in rehearsal that I'm still at that really exciting place of trying to figure out exactly who this guy is. And because there's so much going on beneath the surface of both the characters in this play, I'm at a place of really having to dig down and figure out, what do I actually mean when I say this? Because I don't mean what I say. So I guess I'm having fun in as much as I'm in a period of real exploration right now with this character.
Joseph really has this way of writing emotional pieces without having to say too much. So there's a lot of stuff going on, but with very simple, real dialogue.
You know, all the pieces that are in Acts to Grind are very, very unique for different reasons. I think the thing that makes Burnt especially unique, one of the reasons that I was drawn to it, is because of the poetry and the sense of lyricism in the language. Joseph is also amazing at writing subtext. I mean, it's also almost like a Chekhov play in that you have these characters who never quite say what they actually mean, and yet it's so engaging and exciting to sit there and try and follow what's really going on beneath the surface of what people are really saying to each other.
I like it the more familiar I become with it. There's a lot of different layers to this, and each one is a little more interesting and takes you in a different way, in a different direction. He is a stoic, middle-class, middle-aged individual who has been estranged from his son for most of his adult life, and he's not quite sure how to break that estrangement and to reach out to his son. He wants to, but this is something he's never had to experience before.
This show will appeal to a pretty wide audience. There's something kind of in everybody that you have issues with your parents, and in trying to grow as a person and having to bring up these old issues, everyone will find something of themselves in the show and be able to relate to that.
My name is Gloria De Leon, and I wrote and am directing Hotel Menage. And the play, it's sort of a romantic comedy with a twist. It is about basically three strangers who are put into a hotel room, and you just kind of see what happens.
The character is wonderful. He's the hotel employee, and it's one of those roles that you can take over the top, and it fits in perfectly with the storyline. And fortunately, Gloria is letting me do that. You know, she has reined me in a couple of times there, but for the most part, it's yeah, you know, she's actually told me she wanted some of the scenes bigger and, you know, louder and such, which is rare that I get that kind of direction.
I play Kate, who is, she's a little ditzy but also very strong, and she's kind of having her horizons expanded in this piece. So it's been an interesting challenge to work through that.
Ashley. He's quite a character. He's totally not me. This guy, anybody that he interacts with, male or female, he is very vulnerable, that he will spill his entire life to people. Whatever he's done, whatever he's about to do, stuff he's done in the past, he will spill his whole life about it to especially that person. And this person can be interested, this person can think that this guy is a little weird, and he's kind of complicated too, because you don't know if he's straight or not. So
I'm a homeless woman who's like slightly insane but very sweet and loving, but a little on the out there side. And I remember when I told my boss that I was doing this part, it was like, oh my gosh, yeah, okay, I play a homeless woman who's a little out there. And he said, oh, that's natural for you, isn't it? It's like, okay.
Gloria has quite the, I don't know, talent for the absurd. It's a wonderful play. There's a lot of fun twists to it, and she packs in a lot for it being a one act.
There's certain parts in this where you have to crawl on the floor and make these funny sounds. And at first, she wanted me to, run back and forth across the stage making these strange sounds. And I'm looking at her going, I don't know, I'm not real comfortable doing that. I was actually more comfortable crawling on the floor than I was running around on the stage. So it's like, okay. But yeah, it's kind of fun.
And I have the good fortune of working with an amazing cast who bring a lot to every rehearsal. And so even though I wrote the play, a lot of the times they help me really make the characters more real. And I really love working with them.
I love the play. I once told my director that it's a little different from what I'm used to doing. But when I first read it online, it was amazing. I thought it was funny. I cracked a lot about it because of some of the certain scenes, but I think it was a well-written play, something that she had already in her mind that she did want to bring out to stage.
I wrote it, and then I was not sure if I should show it to my mom because my mom is a very traditional Mexican lady, but she's also kind of a prankster and she likes to have fun. So I showed it to my mom and she actually really loved it, which I was surprised about. She thought it was hilarious. So I think even though there are some sort of sexual innuendos and there is some sexual content to it, it's not crude. And even if I think normally even if you would be offended by some of the sexual content, it's written in a way so that you're not offended and find the comedy in it. Because I don't love toilet humor, so I try to put it in a way that's funny and not just crude. So it appeals to anyone who really just wants to go have a good time at the theater.